This is Celebrity Thursdays. Every Thursday, we present you with another celebrity. Today, we're looking at 15 things you didn't know about Rihanna. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get informed. Hello Aluxers, welcome back to our channel. Today we're bringing you one of the hottest and most talked about celebrities in the R&B industry, possibly the entire music industry, Miss Robin Rihanna Fenty. She's been in the public eye since she was 16 years old and managed to stay relevant and humble all these years. Nowadays, RiRi is more famous than she ever could have dreamed. Her albums and singles rank #1 in all major charts. Her red carpet appearances are flawless. Designers are fighting to dress her, and her entrepreneurial career has just started to bloom. Nobody would have thought she would end up this far. Rihanna is now more than a singer and a celebrity. She's a girl boss. This Barbados beauty grew up in a small, modest home with her family and always dreamed of having a music career. Now at only 30 years old, she seems to be unstoppable. Everything she does is perfection, from music to fashion, beauty, or movies. She's simply always one step ahead of everyone and one step ahead of the trends. She's come so far in her career. We're going to take a closer look at the journey, her music career, the struggles she faced, her business decisions, and controversies that often made her the target of paparazzi and media attention. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. Sit back and get comfortable. You're watching the 15 things you didn't know about Rihanna. Number 1. She grew up with an abusive father. Rihanna was born in Barbados, in a family of 3 children and an abusive father. Her mother, Monica, used to be an accountant, and her father, Ronald, was a warehouse supervisor. Her family had a modest income, a small bungalow house, and because her father was constantly battling substance abuse, that later on led to her parents' divorce. This whole family drama affected her throughout her teen years, when she used to suffer from extreme headaches. The doctor couldn't find out what caused them, but they got better when her parents divorced. You can see now RiRi being a very loving daughter and constantly praising her family and her relatives. Number 2. She's a co-owner of TIDAL. Her music career has been strongly influenced by the artists that discovered her and the labels that produced her albums. Music means business too, and the people that are in it know this better than anyone else. With producers and labels making so much money from music rights, some artists decided to change the way the whole process works and founded TIDAL, a music streaming platform. Artists like Jay-Z, Coldplay, Kanye West, or Taylor Swift now release their songs and albums on TIDAL first, then on iTunes and other streaming platforms. This way, they have more control over their music and their earnings. Rihanna is also one of the first founders of TIDAL, so if you want to be one of the first that listens to her new songs, you should get a TIDAL subscription. Rihanna also has investments in estates and her Fenty Beauty company. Number 3. She never finished high school. Rihanna was first discovered when she was only 16 years old by Evan Rogers. Since that moment on, her music career escalated rapidly, so naturally working on new albums and projects became her main concern at that time. With her mother's permission, she moved to LA and began working on new albums. It all paid off for her, and now she's one of the most respected and loved artists in the world. She has 6 world records and many prestigious awards that give her credit for the work that she's done in the past 15 years. But all those achievements come with a cost. She's never finished high school or went to university, not even now at 30 years old. At least in her case, the sacrifice was 100% worth it. Number 4. She embraces her curvy body and her Caribbean heritage. Since being in the spotlight from such a young age, Rihanna's journey from a teenager to a woman has been openly shared with everybody. We witnessed changes in her style, her songs, her interests, and her confidence levels. Most recently, Rihanna's body has been through a lot of changes. She's been gaining weight, and the shy little girl is now a curvy, confident woman. being a little bit heavier than usual sparked some critiques among many people regarding her image, or the fact that she's promoting a certain lifestyle. Of course, Rihanna doesn't care about her haters, and it looks like she's enjoying her body more than ever, and has started to adopt more of her Barbados culture into her music and style. We know one thing's for sure: haters can't bring Rihanna down. Number 5. Her net worth is now at $245 million. Rihanna's list of achievements include 9 Grammy Awards, 12 American Music Awards, 8 People's Choice Awards, an Icon Award at the American Music Awards, Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award at the MTV Video Music Awards, and over 10 million albums sold worldwide. Other than music, Rihanna made some serious money out of side projects. Celebrities are paid huge amounts of money for public appearances, endorsements, sponsorships, and collaborations. Altogether, Rihanna has made so far roughly $245 million. Her settlement for $10 million with her accountant also counts, since she accused him of leading her into bankruptcy after advising her to buy a $7.5 million home, which was moldy and leaking. Also, she made some petty cash out of her Puma, Manolo Blahnik, and Dior collaborations. She's a money-making machine, and is not afraid to ask them in a very polite way, "Bitch better have my money." Number 6. She hates it when fans throw things at her while performing. If you've ever been to a Rihanna concert or performance, you know what we're talking about here. The R&B artist is well known in the industry for being honest and exposing backstage problems. She especially hates it when fans throw all sorts of objects on stage towards her and her band, even though their intentions are good. One time she stopped a concert because one fan threw a bra on stage, and other times she was interrupted by food being thrown at her. She tries to be as polite as possible, but it's clear that she doesn't like it. Rihanna will gladly receive gifts from fans, but not thrown on stage during the performance. Watch out, fans! You really don't want to get on RiRi's nerves. Number 7. She shamed Snapchat for showing ads with domestic violence. We all remember the terrible abuse Rihanna suffered from Chris Brown a few years ago. It was all over the news and is still a subject Rihanna and Chris have to face in interviews all the time, although they've been open about it. Since then, Rihanna has taken full responsibility and tries to be open about it in order to help victims of domestic violence. Unfortunately, Snapchat didn't realize that one of their ads was in fact highly offensive when it showed a banner with Rihanna's face and Chris's with the headline, "Who would you punch?" She immediately publicly criticized Snapchat for it so hard that their stocks lost almost $1 billion that day, and possibly a few fans. She also got a lot of support from other celebrities, such as Chrissy Teigen, who stopped using the app after the incident. Number 8. Her dating life is not talked about so much lately. When she first began her music career, people were saying that she was having an affair with Jay-Z, which later turned out to be fake news. Then the whole Chris Brown drama followed, and the on-again, off-again relationship with Canadian rapper Drake. In the meantime, Rihanna had other relationships, but none of them received so much attention. She dated Dodgers baseball player Matt Kemp, Travis Scott, and lately with Saudi Toyota heir Hassan Jameel. Since 2016, RiRi and Jameel have been spotted chilling in expensive yachts and exotic destinations. Looks like Rihanna pulled the lucky card, because Jameel's family net worth is estimated at $2.2 billion, so he can definitely make her feel like she's the only girl in the world. Number 9. She has a Bob Marley shrine at her home. Coming from Barbados, Rihanna grew up listening to a lot of reggae music, hip-hop, and soca music, which is very popular in that area. Coming to America later in her teen years, she was exposed to a lot more music genres like pop and rock music, and we can see how they influenced her through her 8 music albums. Of course, reggae still has a special place in her heart, along with Bob Marley. Apparently, she loves reggae so much that she has a Bob Marley shrine at her home, and she often sings his songs in concerts. We have to admit it, reggae suits her vocals and style very well, and we can't wait for a collaboration with Damian Marley in the future. Number 10. She bought her mother a $10 million home in Barbados. Rihanna's upbringing was quite modest and often tough. Her parents divorced when she was 14, and she left home to pursue her music career at 16. She has a great appreciation for her mother and all of her family, especially her niece Majesty. Often she would send her mother gifts, but she would send them back because they were too expensive and she didn't want her daughter to be spending her money on her. All moms are the same. During an interview she did with Oprah, Rihanna surprised her mother with another gift, a $10 million home in Barbados. She's very close to her family, and it's no wonder she wants them to enjoy her successes, because nothing is more fulfilling than giving to others, especially those you love. And Aluxers, while we're speaking of extravagant houses, we have a video on our channel with the top 10 most expensive homes. You can check it out by clicking in the top right corner. Number 11. Her company Fenty is one of the most respected brands. In 2014, Rihanna trademarked a few names like Fenty Apparel, Fenty Beauty, and Fenty Lingerie. Fenty Clothing, Fenty Cosmetics, Fenty Face, Fenty Intimates, Fenty Makeup, Fenty Nails, Fenty Swim, Fenty Swimwear, Boom Flick, Fenty Corp, Robin, Fenty 88, and RiRi. Of course, with this move, everyone knew she was about to launch some merchandise, but didn't have any details about what it would be or when. Rihanna now has an extensive makeup line, a lingerie collection, an ongoing collaboration with Puma, and other past capsule collections with famous retailers. With Fenty Beauty, Rihanna surpassed Kylie Jenner's makeup monopoly and managed to make people understand what her brand stands for: inclusivity and honesty, not drama, long lines, and overpriced products that don't rise up to the expectations. Just watch the Jeffree Star videos of Rihanna's products versus Kylie's. That alone should help you decide which one to give your money to. Number 12. She's turned down multiple times the offer to appear in Playboy. Rihanna is a sex symbol for a lot of people. She teases her fans with many provocative pictures on social media accounts. Her Instagram was so fiery a couple of times that they decided to suspend it due to nudity regulations. That only lasted a few months, though. Rihanna came back with more pictures, showing her in a tiny bikini and enjoying herself on yachts and beaches. Of course, she's been mentioned many times as the hottest singer by Maxim magazine or Sports Illustrated, but she's never actually accepted Playboy's offer to shoot with them. She's done a couple of controversial editorials so far, but never one that fully exposed her. Number 13. Her Vogue YouTube makeup tutorial has 12 million views. Everything Rihanna does is simply great. She's a trendsetter in matters of music, fashion, lifestyle, and business. Her latest great success is Fenty Beauty, the line of makeup that has everyone going Fenty obsessed, especially with the highlighters. She recently did a makeup tutorial on Vogue's YouTube channel with her Fenty products, and in less than a month it reached 12 million views. The video is 10 minutes long and shows Rihanna doing her makeup and trying so hard not to crack up laughing. We get to see her doing her own makeup and sharing tips while just being herself. People follow the tutorial worldwide, and it got mentioned everywhere and even made it onto the news. This just goes to show how much influence Rihanna has over people. Number 14. She has strict rules when it comes to waxing. If you want to look flawless and perfect, then a little beauty trick needs to be done. The whole get-ready ritual often involves scrubbing, waxing, manicures, hair, and makeup, and like any other woman, Rihanna also waxes parts of her body. One time she got recognized by the person waxing her intimate parts and was asked to sign an autograph. There could not be a worse possible time for that to happen, and since then, Rihanna made her assistant follow a simple rule when searching for a waxer: old and Russian. This way, there's no possible way she could get recognized again and put in an extremely embarrassing situation. Number 15. Fashion is her escape mechanism. Besides music and beauty products, Rihanna has another passion: designing. She grew up with a constant concern for fashion that always stuck with her. Her style is always on point. She's a fashion chameleon and one of the most stylish celebrities from Hollywood. Recently, she just launched a lingerie collection called Fenty Savage, and the pieces are gorgeous. In 2011, she collaborated with Armani, then in 2013 with River Island for their London Fashion Week, and then with the famous shoemaker Manolo Blahnik. All of them were massive success projects. With Puma, she launched a series of products and collections with massive international success. Now, we're just waiting for Rihanna to launch her own Fenty apparel with Barbados influences. And that's it for today, Aluxers. This was our take on Rihanna. And since we were talking so much about her songs and achievements, we're curious to know, which Rihanna song is your absolute favorite? Let us know in the comments. And just one more thing before you go. Because you stuck with us until this point, you get a bonus fact. Number 16. Fans are not allowed to bring umbrellas to her concerts. Sometimes you would think that all celebrities are the same, snobby, selfish, or careless. To some, fame might have gotten to their heads, but Rihanna, not so much. She spends a lot of time with her family and is often spotted in her home country, Barbados, chilling on the beach with close friends and family. She respects her fans and her performing band so deeply, she actually forbids fans from bringing umbrellas into her concerts so they don't get hurt when she performs the famous song Umbrella and they want to recreate the choreography. A little paranoid? Maybe, but it's all for safety reasons. Looks like Rihanna is the mama bear type. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxer. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. If you want more, we handpicked these videos you might enjoy, or head over to Alux.com for the best in fine living content on the planet. Be a part of the largest community of luxury enthusiasts in the world and tell your story.